What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NHL Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and your name to the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Last night, what'd I tell y'all? Hey, couple of rough nights at NHL. Hey, we're due for a sweep. Hey, what happened? All right, swept it up, baby. Swept up NHL last night. Got that NHL money real easily. It was nice breeze getting that money last night. Excited to do it once again tonight, y'all. So lock in. Let's get it. I'm at propsmadeeasy.com. You already know the secret sauce for player prop betting in the industry. Let's get to it. So head on over to tools here. Go to NHL. Alrighty. So let's see what we're working with on this slate so far today. All right. So, first and foremost, looking into NHL today, there's a couple spots that I'm really interested in. Feel pretty fine and dandy to me on this slate today so far. A couple of the top differential spots haven't been hitting the most consistent at the line, right? But they're in great spots to do it tonight. But there are a few spots that I'm leaning. Okay, so here's the first guy. I'm going back to the well of Jeff Skinner. Now, one thing I've learned in player props, right, throughout most of my experience doing this is that when you play a guy who's in a fantastic spot, right, and he lets you down, you're like, what the hell? Dude didn't show up, didn't do nothing. Okay? Um, it's often good to kind of just obviously have a short memory, but go back to the well there, because if a guy is a solid player and takes a good amount of shots on his team and has a down game where he's not shooting much, most likely you can expect him to take some more shots and that go up. I mean, you see some positive regression there. Jeff Skinner's where I'm expecting it today. Vegas has the over at minus 135 over 2.5. He's only gone over 4 of his last 10, but this is somebody who takes a lot of shots for this Buffalo squad. Okay, I have him projected at almost 3, a 0.41 differential. Love Jeff Skinner going over against Philly tonight. All right, now obviously we have Brent Burns at the very top of the differential and of the tool today. Brent Burns takes a good amount of shots for a defensive player. I mean, there's a lot of defensive players in the league that take a good amount of shots, but Brent Burns is at the top of that list of guys. Going against Toronto today, not the most ideal matchup you can ask for, but analytically, it pops as a solid play here at a 3.04 projection, a 0.54 differential. He's only hit it 5 of his last 10. So nothing crazy to write home about, nothing like that. But I do feel comfortable with Brett Burns. If you want to take a shot at somebody who's been hitting a little more consistently, which I would completely understand, Jordan Kyrou is a guy that I'm interested in. And I think Jordan Kyrou is going to be the guy that I settle on here for my second pick because I really love Jeff Skinner. Feel good in my gut that he's going to hit tonight. And then my second pick, I really, right now, there's not a ton of, as you can see, there's a lot of even numbers, not a ton of half numbers, not a ton of spots that are the greatest value so far, right? More will pop later, but so far we don't have the most amazing value of hockey today. So instead of going with this top guy up here in this matchup against Toronto, I'm going to go Jordan Kyrou due to his recent performance. Okay, his line's at 3. Vegas has his lines at 3.5. He's going against Washington, which is a solid spot. He's hit 3 or gone over 3 in 8 of his last 10, and we also have him projected to go over 3. So really like Jordan Kyrou. Really feel safe about him at least hitting that 3 mark, and he's got obviously the upside to hit this, obviously get that 4 range, and then paired up with Jeff Skinner, who's at that 2.5, who I really feel good about hitting that 3. I really just like pairing that together to just kind of get that safety of getting a couple greens again today instead of trying to push anything. You know, the matchup against Toronto's not the best, but also I've learned to just rock with what the Props Made Easy tool is telling you, and it is pushing Brent Burns as a solid play today. So I'm not going to fault anyone for playing Brent Burns for sure. I mean, I always tell you, look, especially for the people who don't have much time to research, going off the Props Made Easy tool and relying on it is 100% what you should do. You know what I mean? Like, I study DFS stuff all day, like for Greenlight DFS members. Like, I'm studying DFS, I'm studying roster construction, all these other things. So I don't have time to study this shit nonstop. You know for what I'm saying? Like, I'm obviously studying players already for NBA DFS, so that helps me with my player props. But The Props Made Easy tool is something that helps me tremendously as well. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if every Discord owner or every person who just plays props in general has an account with Props Made Easy just to have that content. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't utilize it the way they should because they feel like they're smarter than it. That's one of the problems in the sports betting world. People think they're just too smart for their own good, instead of accepting when things are actually legit. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to be utilizing Props Made Easy, and at the end of the day, I 100%, regardless of what happens, okay, I completely back Brent Burns here. So we're going to go all three. I'm not going to sit here and ignore this top guy. Okay, we got Brent Burns at the top, over 2.5 shots on goal. Jeff Skinner, over 2.5 shots a goal. And then Jordan Cairo feels like a safe three, at least for us. Those are the top three value plays on the NHL prop tool. As you know, more value pops in, y'all. Okay, so more guys are going to pop in here. And better value is going to pop on here. So get your PropsMadeEasy.com account. Only $15 for the whole month. Every sport. So any tool that we create for the future, any tool that's added like MLB coming up, you don't have to pay any extra. You're already in. $15, that's it. And we will not be changing the price. We figured, look, our focus was to make something super duper consistent, one of the most consistent things that you can find in the prop betting world, super simple and also cheaper than everywhere else. And that's exactly what we've done, and we don't plan to change that. So thank you guys for joining me as always. These three guys right here, lock them in. If you want to go a little bit safer of a route, just yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to doubt it. Brent Burns, you're good with me, bud. All right, Brent Burns, Skinner, and Cairo all over their shots on goal. Thank you guys for joining me as always. And remember, PropsMadeEasy.com, we're always working to improve. So next NHL season, we're going to be adding points, saves, all those other categories that for NHL to add even more players on here. What else? We're gonna have college football. We're gonna be working to get college football tool for Prize Picks. We're gonna be working to get a college basketball tool for Prize Picks. Wish we would have gotten the college basketball in time for March Madness. That would have been awesome. But I am gonna post my favorite March Madness college basketball picks over at greenlightdfs.com for members over there. So if you wanna get my college basketball picks, my personal college basketball picks, you can go to greenlightdfs.com, get an NBA access membership, and you'll get my personal Prize Picks as well as my college basketball favorite Prize Picks today, for NBA and college basketball. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get this money, baby. PropsMadeEasy.com, and I'm out. Peace.